So say you want to race in the British Touring Car Championship or even the Le Mans 24 Hours someday. You need to start at a championship that's affordable, that can give you relevant experience, a good handle on car setup, a good environment, and one that isn't going to drain six figures out of your bank account every year. Well, look no further than the Michelin Clio Cup Series. Governed by the British Automobile Racing Club, the Michelin Clio Cup is designed to give club racers the same quality of motorsport found in the Toka Paddock's similar Clio Championship for a much more affordable cost. The championship started in 2013 as an alternative to the BTCC Support Series for both race car spec Gen 3 Clios and a road-going convert class for production-based models. The cars used in the race category are the Gen 3 Clio, previously used in the Toka series from 2007 to 2009, and a car which still holds many of the Clio Cup lap records in Great Britain, making it faster in many places than the car currently raced on the BTCC weekends. Many great racing drivers have come through the ranks of Clio Cup racing, including Paul Rivet, Jonathan Adam, Tom Onslow Cole, Martin Byford, Dave Newsham, Phil Glue, and British Touring Car Championship racers Jack Goff and Ashley Sutton. The reigning champion of the Michelin Clio Cup Race Series class heading into 2016, Luke Herbert, is not back on the grid, whilst the Road Series champion Luke Pinder has stepped up this year to the Race Series class. That means there's a new champion in waiting for both classes this season. So without further ado, let's meet the cast of the 2016 Michelin Clio Cup Series grid, who'll be battling for the championship in both classes. The first two races of the year at Alton Park were taken by the 32 James Dorlin, who has already stretched an early lead in the standings. But at Pembrey, he grabbed one of the three race victories, allowing Brett Lindsey and Sam Randon to share the top step of the podium over the weekend. At Rockingham, young Dorlin is hoping to put things right again with another clean sweep, but it won't be easy. Ben Colburn is very similar to James Dorlin, as both won the Junior Saloon Car Championship before stepping up to the Michelin Clio Cup. But that's another story for another time. Sarah Franklin versus Nick Harrison has already been a close fight in the Road Series. Both have won races, and here at Rockingham, it's likely to be just as close. Brett Lindsey looks quietly confident. He's got the goods to get on terms with James Dorlin, and he's getting faster every weekend. So surely that win at Pembrey won't be his last of the year. There's Tom Barley, knocking on the door of the podium at every race now, and definitely fast enough to win. And don't count out Ben Palmer. His development is very rapid at the moment, proving an independent team is more than able at running right at the sharp end. Tyler Lindsey is making good progress too, and has been battling with Ben Colburn all weekend, hoping to get closer to his brother Brett. The reigning Road Series champion Luke Pinder is gunning for glory in the Miltech Sport Car, whilst his stablemate, 16-year-old Jack Fabi, is gunning for another Road Series win in number 16. But Sarah Franklin is on a high this season and hoping to put a stop to that in the ISIS legal Westbourne car. No problems for James Dorlin in qualifying as he starts at the front in both races, while Ben Colburn has his other Westbourne teammate Sam Randon firmly in his sights. And with both these talented teenagers, the code of conduct is simple: work hard, play hard, race hard. So as the drivers make their way to the starting grid, the battle is set to rage as it always does. Remember, these drivers want to be on the BTCC grid one day, and all of them have the talent to get there. In a one-make series as close and competitive as this, it all comes down to setup, strategy and racecraft. Whoever wins in this arena has truly earned it. So with Franklin, Fabi and Harrison all having taken wins in the Road Series class so far, and three different winners in the Race Series class, it's still a very open contest. Race 1 was a bit of a walk in the park in the end for James Dorlin, as he romped away off the starting line and pulled out an advantage over Brett Lindsey and Luke Pinder, with Nick Harrison just beating Sarah Franklin to the line in the Road Series. But Race 2? That was where the magic was. Let's ride on board with Brett Lindsey and check out what happened. Your commentator, some bloke called Jake. The lights are out now. Good start there off the grid from Lindsey. Is he going to be able to beat Dorlin off the line? Randon's coming through very quickly indeed on the left side. So Lindsey has already got himself slotted into 4th position. He manages to stay with Dorlin, but he can't get by. Randon has launched beautifully, but Pinder it is who leads as they run to Dean Hairpin for the first time. Down into the braking zone. Can Randon find the way on the inside line for Pinder? Wow, Palmer! Palmer's come right round the outside. Beautiful start from Ben Palmer. He's right in the mix. Here is Lindsey, little bit of a wobble from Dorlin. Oh, that was close. Dorlin dropping back a little way off the tail of Randon now. Randon there in second position, trying to chase down Luke Pinder, the race leader. Don't forget, he is the reigning Road Series champion in the race series, looking for his first win of the year and doing a cracking job. So Dorlin, can he get through? Great battles all the way through this field, from the front of the field to the back. It's Harrison trying to stretch away from Fabi, with Franklin in third at the moment. Randon's got the lead. Randon now making the move down to Yetwood. Pinder's on the inside line. Dorlin can get through as well. Pinder's through into first. Dorlin's through in a second. Brilliant stuff as they move to Chapman. This could be an opportunity for Lindsey to get through into third position. He goes for the inside line. Randon is not going to give it to him on a plate. Lindsey still holding that outside line. Randon is there to his left. We can't quite see him because of the roll cage, but Randon is still there. Look, here he comes, pushing us through. Beautifully done there from Randon. You are not getting by, sunshine. There is James Colburn trying to signal to his drivers to keep digging, keep pushing. Down onto the straight they come once again. Randon in front of us, looking for a way through it. Dean Dorlin goes for broke on the inside line. That's a big lunge, and he's going to run very wide indeed. Pinder's back through. Randon looks like he could come back through as well. No, he doesn't. He slots back into third position. But now Brett Lindsey's getting hungry as they go into Yetwood. Up on the curb, almost on two wheels there for Lindsey. We ride with him as he goes through Chapman, and Randon is stepping up the pressure to James Dorlin again. Fantastic stuff in the early stages. Nick Harrison still leading, with Sarah Franklin dropping back now behind Jack Fabi in the Road Series race. Back on board with Lindsey. Down to Tarzan. Dorlin struggling to find a way past Pinder. He's not going to be able to get the move done. Randon now behind us. As now side by side, Lindsey's got an opportunity to go for second place here alongside James Dorlin. This might be an opportunity down into the breakings over the chicane. No, it's not. Dorlin shuts the door perfectly there. So Luke Pinder still the man to beat in this one as Sarah Franklin moves out of the way. Problems with her car, but the battle raging here. This race is going to be a battle all the way to the finish line here. Let's go back on board with Brett Lindsey in the middle of the battle. That's Dorlin in front of us. Pinder's just ahead, and that's a slower car they're lapping. That is Jack Fabi. Out of the way they go. Up to the inside line. Is this going to be Pinder's victory? He certainly looks good for it at the moment. Dorlin springs out right at the last minute and gets through on the inside. Beautiful overtake there from Dorlin, and this should set Lindsey up for a chance to go through as well. That is Tom Barley, a little further back, still challenging for a top 6 finish, but he's going to get that podium very soon indeed. Here's an opportunity again down to Tarzan. They lap Harrison, and Pinder's going to go wide. Surely this is going to be a chance for Lindsey up the inside line. Brilliant racing. James Dorlin getting the lead at the perfect moment then, and although the podium finished the same way as race 1, it was an interesting journey to get there. Whilst elsewhere, Nick Harrison grabbed his own perfect sweep in the Road Series class, just ahead of Jack Fabi. So there you are, a beginner's guide to one of the top British club racing series in motorsport, and the first rung on the car racing ladder to aim for the BTCC. And you'll be finding out more about the championship as the season goes on. We'll be looking behind the scenes, in the paddock, meeting the drivers, learning more about the cars, and investigating how you can get on the grid too. Can you beat these guys? Well, maybe it's time for you to find out.